Hey y'all, I just wanted to give you a quick update. I did get my daily harvest box on yesterday, and this morning I had one of the smoothies. I think the one that I had was the tart cherry and raspberry, I believe. It was okay. I've made better smoothies, honestly, and it was only like 6.5 ounces. It wasn't even 7 ounces, and typically when I make a smoothie I'm drinking at least 24 ounces. So I don't think I'm gonna likely order any more of the smoothies. That's the only thing that I've tried so far. And then also the way that the instructions tell you to fill the cup with water and then blend it, it made my smoothie very runny, like a juice, and I don't like my smoothies like that. I like them thicker. So I honestly, I'm not impressed with the smoothies. I did buy about 5 of them in the order that I got, so of course I'll drink them, but I think the serving size is too small. I think I definitely wouldn't add as much liquid next time because I don't want a juice. I would want a smoothie. And I mean, the ingredients look great. It wasn't enough for me. It was only like 130 calories. And typically I would have a smoothie and that would be like a meal, but I put a lot of fruit in mine, a lot of bananas, a lot of mangoes. You know, I put some substance in it to where my smoothies are typically at least 300 calories. So that's just a quick update. I did bring one of the bowls with me for lunch, and so I'll let y'all know how that goes. But I'm excited to try the grain bowls. But I just wanted to give y'all a quick update and let y'all know that. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to actually show you the daily harvest that I'm having today. So this is the mango and papaya cup. So you see what I was saying, that it's only like, oh, it says 7.5, like 7.5 ounces. Typically when I make smoothies at home, my servings are 3 times this because I do it as meals. This couldn't be a meal. This would just be like a drink, and this one is about 150 calories, so that's all this is. So it's literally just a drink. It tastes pretty good, and this time what I did was I didn't put as much coconut water. The instructions tell you to fill it all the way to the top with water. I did not do that because the last time I did that it made it very watery, so I just put it down to here. And then I also added extra mango because I wanted more. So I had it overflowing and had to drink some of it before I could put the top on. But yeah, I definitely don't think I'll do the smoothies anymore. In my opinion, these are more like kid size, or not for people who are accustomed to having smoothies all the time and have them for meals. So yeah, I won't do the smoothies anymore, but I have about 3 more that came in the package that I got the other day, so of course I'll drink them. And it tastes pretty good. It's just not, I don't think the cost is worth it, and I don't think it's as convenient if you still need to add additional fruit and produce just to make it, you know, enough for you to enjoy. So that's what I have right now for breakfast. Well, not really breakfast, just as a drink. In about an hour I'm gonna have one of the bowls. I have it's some type of oatmeal bowl. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's called, what is this? Kabacha oats, raisin, pecan, cinnamon, and nutmeg. So never had this before. This will be what I have for breakfast. And for lunch, I actually bought a wild rice bowl. So this one I never had either. Let's see. This one is a harvest bowl, sweet potato and wild rice hash. So I'll have that for lunch. I will tell you, so far I'm not impressed with the bowls. Again, I'm very picky, guys, so I mean, but for the amount that it costs and for the serving size, it doesn't seem like enough. You have to understand, when you're eating not just a vegan diet, but when you're eating a plant-based diet, you're consuming less calories typically because fruits and vegetables have lower caloric intake. So the serving sizes to me are not big enough to sustain me. I would have to be eating something every hour. And I do tend to eat every 2 to 3 hours, but I don't want to have to eat every hour just to get the calories that I need, or have to add to everything. So my critique so far is the serving size are too small. The bowl that I had yesterday was broccoli and cheese, and it had sunflower seeds in it. The sunflower seeds completely threw it off for me, and I love sunflower seeds, but inside of broccoli and cheese, it just, the texture with everything else going on, just, it could have left the sunflower seeds out. So I didn't like it. I literally tried to get through the entire bowl. I ate about 85% of it. That last little bit, I just couldn't force myself to finish it. I'm like, it was not appealing. So we'll see how these two bowls do, and I'll let y'all know. But so far so good. I definitely know that I lost some weight, and I know that because when I put on my pants this morning, they don't fit as tight as they normally do. I mean, of course, could be water weight. Let's just think positive here. I lost some weight. That's what we're gonna say. I didn't weigh myself. I'm gonna wait until Sunday morning. I'm trying to only weigh myself once a week because I don't want to get disappointed throughout the week. So I'll wait until Sunday morning to weigh myself and see how much I lost, because I know I lost something. And I'll tell y'all what my starting weight was, and you know what I weigh at that time when I weigh myself. So I just wanted to give y'all that quick update. I'm gonna continue to do my thing. It's becoming easier and easier. You know, and I honestly don't think that veganism is hard. You know, it's, let me see how I can phrase this. It's not hard to eat vegan because there's a lot of food that doesn't have dairy, doesn't have animal products, but it's not good for you. I think it's more difficult to eat plant-based because then you're more specified to not eating the processed foods or the sugar-laden foods, right? There's a difference in vegan and plant-based. I don't even find it difficult to eat plant-based except in situations where, okay, you're social, you're going out. Sometimes they may not have many options for you, or the only option you'll have is either a salad or a bowl of fruit. So I would say in cases like that, if you're trying to stick to a plant-based diet and you know that you're planning on going out to an event, like my husband and I are going somewhere tomorrow night to an event, we're going to make sure we eat before we go. So that way, just in case we get there and there's nothing that we feel good about eating, we don't have to worry about it. We won't be hungry. And then we don't have to stay long. You know, we can always stop and get fries. Fries is our go-to cheap food. Even though that's not something we do every day, it is something we could do every day. But there are options, is my point. So I don't want people to just be turned off, because like someone asked me the other day, we were having some type of event, and someone asked me, oh, you can't eat dairy? I said, I can, I just choose not to. And he said, oh, you don't eat meat? Well, what do you eat then? As if, you know, dairy and meat is the only food that's available on this planet. Don't get me started with what the Bible says about what our foods are. That'll be another video. But yeah, I don't eat dairy. I don't eat meat. And I'm still satiated. I'm still healthy. I have more energy than I've ever had before. I feel great. So yeah, I would say it's working for me. It's just different. And I think a lot of people don't understand what's different, right? And then a lot of people are also not educated on it. So sometimes you have that ignorance as a factor. And not to say it in a negative way, most people, well, I'm not going to say most, but many people are not educated about nutrition or eating plant-based or eating vegan for that matter. People don't understand it because in the Western culture, this is just what we've been accustomed to eating our entire life. So if you eat outside of that, it's like, why? Like, what's wrong with you? You have a health reason? Is it a religious reason? Like, it's always got to be like, huh? What's the matter with you? Like, you're the weird person. And it actually makes me think about Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey says, when you don't have debt, you're weird. And it's because most people have debt. But that's a good thing to not have debt. So it's the same thing for me with eating plant-based. You don't eat meat and dairy, you're weird, because most people eat meat and dairy. But it's a good thing to me if you don't eat meat and dairy. So I just wanted to jump on here and tell y'all that and share that with y'all. I will let y'all know how these other two bowls go, and then I'll talk to y'all then. Bye.